Hello, Spider Wayne here, and it's still too cold and too white up here to be riding yet, so I thought I would talk about something that might be of interest for some folks, and it's the CanAm Spyder key, and what it costs to buy a new one or to replace one, and why I don't like the CanAm Spyder key. You might see here, I got 3 keys on my counter here, and I didn't mean to have 3 keys on purpose, but last September, one of my keys went astray. It went missing, I couldn't find it, I looked everywhere I could think of where I could have possibly put it, and I looked several times. I looked down behind the cushions of my couch, I flipped over my lazy boy and dug through around underneath there to see if I could find it. I could not find that key, and I was paranoid. I had a trip coming up, a camping trip coming up in October, and I always carry my spare key with me when I go on trips, just in case. I've never needed to have that spare key, but the peace of mind of having it just in case, I always carry one. So the key disappeared, and I will decide during editing if I will put this part in. I ended up buying a new key, and a week after I bought the new key, the lost key revealed itself. And of all places, it was in the bottom of my underwear drawer. Yes, it was. How it got there, I'll never know. Did it get mixed in with some clothes? Did it fall off the dresser somehow when the drawer was open? I have no idea. So I have 3 keys now, but that's okay. If I ever lose one, I still then have my backup key. So anyway, let's start with why I don't like the CanAm Spyder keys. So here is a CanAm Spyder key. It's got the chip inside, and anybody who owns one of these knows there is no keyhole. There is nothing really to attach to this. You get a little plastic sheath that you can put the key in, but when you go to use the key, you've got a loose key by itself. This would be very easy to misplace, to drop, to lose, to put down somewhere and forget where you put it. So many people buy key holders, and we'll talk about the key holders that I have. But the key by itself, I don't like that. So luckily there was some aftermarket things you could buy, but it costs money. So anyway, after not finding the key, after it being misplaced for a couple of weeks, the second service was due on my CanAm Spyder RT, and so I made an appointment with the dealer, and when I showed up there, I asked them, what does it take to get a new key? I had lost one. And they said, oh, we have blanks here. We can cut you one and have it programmed. And I said, what will that cost? And I was quoted $69.95. And that was the correct price for the blank. All total, to get this key, was $128. So it was $69.95 for the blank, and it was $55 labor, and that labor included, they had to send somebody down into town with my existing key and the blank so they could cut it as a duplicate so it would match my key. And then they had to program the microchip, or the chip that's inside the key, so that my Spyder could talk to the key. So that came to about $119 plus the tax, came to $128 for a key, so they're not cheap. And I knew it wasn't going to be cheap. I had to replace a key once before on a Taurus, and that cost me about $100. So that was last summer. So I now have the 3 keys. What I did prior to losing the key, though, was I had ordered these key holders. These are really nice. There's all kinds you can check out on Amazon, and but I ordered these. These are a nice, heavy aluminum, completely covers the key with 3 screws that hold it together. They're kind of pricey. I got these at CanAm Spyder accessories.com. That's Pierre up in Quebec, Canada. He sells a lot of good aftermarket products for all the different Spyders. And at the time I bought these, they were $24.95 each. And I'll post a picture of what they are today. They're up to $29.95 each. And they're shipping on top of that unless you have an order that's over $100. I believe $100, anything you order would be free shipping. But if you just order one or two of these, there'll be a shipping fee that goes with it. But I really like these. They're heavy duty. If I drop it, it makes quite a rattle. Dropping the key, And I suppose if I drop this in the grass, I'm not going to hear it. But the one thing nice that Pierre includes, or CanAm Spyder accessories.com includes, is they also send a lanyard with each key holder. And I like those. And I like lanyards. When I'm riding, my lanyard stays around my neck, and when I get off the bike, the key goes back into the sheath. So it's a personal choice if you want to have a spare key when you're traveling. I can't imagine being comfortable traveling, camping, and only having the one key with me. If something ever happened, I don't have a plan B on how I'm going to move or pull my trailer or get home without quite an expense. So I do believe in the second key. Now I have 3. So that's it for today. It's like, as you can see outside, it's still white out there, and I just hope that information helps. Your mileage may vary on the cost of getting a key cut depending on the dealer in your area. I will post a picture of the cost of this key from the dealer, my dealer, where I bought my Spyder. And it could be different at all the different dealers, but I'm sure it's going to be in the neighborhood of $100+ to have a key. So that's it for now, and until next time, take care.